You ever notice how quitting always feels the most tempting right before something good is about to happen? Like you're grinding, struggling, and suddenly your brain whispers, "Bro, just give up. Netflix is calling, the bed is soft, and success can wait." But here's the thing: the moment you feel like quitting is the exact moment life is secretly testing you. It's like the universe is playing hide and seek with your breakthrough. And trust me, the people who hang on for just a little longer, they're the ones who find it. So picture this. I'm at the gym one day, trying to lift weights that are clearly heavier than my entire life's problems combined. My arms are shaking, my face looks like a tomato about to explode, and the guy next to me is casually lifting double my weight while humming some Bollywood song. At that exact moment, I wanted to quit. Not just the set, not just the gym, quit life. I was like, you know what? Maybe I was built for naps and snacks, not muscles and motivation. But let me take you back further. School days. Remember when you'd study for a math test, write all the formulas on your palm, only to realize in the exam they asked questions from a chapter you didn't even open. That sinking feeling when you want to crumple the paper and scream, "I quit." But then you remembered if you quit, your mom would be standing at the door with slippers in her hand, ready to give you the kind of motivation Google doesn't teach. So you tried, scribbled something, prayed, and sometimes, just sometimes, you'd actually pass. Life works exactly like that. It waits for the moment you're sweating, failing, embarrassed, and whispers, "Quit." But deep down, there's a version of you that knows quitting never feels good the next day. You ever notice that? You skip the gym, you feel guilty. You quit studying, you regret it. You stop chasing your dream, it eats you alive. The pain of quitting is way heavier than the pain of pushing through. I'll give you another story. There was a time I tried starting a small online business. I had like 3 customers. One was my cousin, one was my neighbor, and the third was my own mom pretending she was anonymous buyer. Days went by, 0 orders. I sat there staring at my laptop like it was about to magically spit out success if I looked hard enough. I almost quit. I thought, man, I'm just nobody. People like me don't win. But then I asked myself, okay, genius, if you quit now, what are you going back to? Complaining, scrolling Instagram for 7 hours. Sometimes that's all it takes. A reality check. Because the truth is, everyone feels like quitting. Athletes, singers, students, business people. Even that dude flexing at the gym who made me feel like a noodle with arms. The difference is, the ones who make it are not the ones who never felt like quitting. They're the ones who felt it the hardest, but decided to keep going anyway. So yeah, that moment when you feel like quitting. That's not weakness. That's proof you're on the edge of something important. You know what's funny? We all think quitting will make life easier. Like, if I just give up, I'll finally be free of this stress. But quitting doesn't remove the weight. It just hands it to future you. And future you is going to look back, shake his head, and say, "Thanks a lot, bro. You could have carried it for 5 more steps, but instead you dumped it on me." Quitting is like hitting snooze on an alarm. You don't get rid of the morning, you just delay the pain. See, the moment you feel like quitting is not a sign you're weak, it's a sign you're human. Weakness is permanent, but struggle is just a visitor, and visitors leave. The problem is, most people pack up and leave with the struggle. They walk out together like best friends, and success sits there waiting at the table, sipping chai alone like, really? You left just before I showed up. You ever try running? Not for fitness. I mean running because your dog got loose, or because the street food guy was closing his stall and you had to get that last plate of biryani. The first few minutes you're like, I got this. I'm Usain Bolt. Then, 2 minutes in, your lungs are filing for divorce, your legs are screaming, and your brain goes, just stop. Nobody's watching. Nobody cares. But here's the catch. Your body can actually go way further than your brain believes. Scientists call it the central governor theory. I call it the lazy brain excuse. Your mind quits way before your muscles do. So when you feel like quitting, that's literally your brain lying to you. It's like a bad salesman trying to convince you to buy failure at full price. Now let's talk about people. Every successful person you admire felt like quitting. Michael Jordan got cut from his high school basketball team. Imagine if he quit right there. We'd never know him as the guy who became basketball's Jewett. J.K. Rowling got rejected by a dozen publishers. Imagine if she quit after rejection number 10. We'd never have Hogwarts, and your childhood would just be homework. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times making the light bulb. 1,000! Bro, I can't even fail a Wi-Fi password more than 3 times before rage quitting. But Edison said, I didn't fail. I just found 1,000 ways that didn't work. That's what champions do. They feel the urge to quit, and they smile at it because they know it means they're still in the game. But let's bring it back to you. Right now, maybe you're tired. Maybe you've been chasing a goal that feels impossible. You've put in hours and results. 0. It feels like everyone else is sprinting while you're crawling. And the thought of quitting sneaks in like that one friend who always says, bro, don't stress, let's chill. Listen, chilling is temporary. Regret is forever. Success only comes to the people who keep walking, even when their feet are bleeding. You don't have to run, you don't have to fly, but you damn sure can't stop. Think of it like climbing a mountain. The air gets thinner, your legs burn, your backpack feels like it's full of bricks. You think, why am I even doing this? But if you quit halfway, you get none of the view, none of the pride, and none of the story. You just get a boring memory of, I almost made it. And trust me, almost never inspires anybody. Nobody makes movies about the guy who almost made it. The world only remembers the ones who push through. So here's the punchline. That exact moment you feel like quitting is a checkpoint, not the end. It's life asking you, how bad do you want it? And your answer can't be words. It has to be action. Because motivation is cute, but discipline is what carries you when motivation is dead asleep. When you feel like quitting, remember this. You didn't start just to quit. You started because something inside you said, I deserve better. That voice is still there, even if it's quiet. And if you shut down the quitting thoughts and take one more step, and then another, you'll realize that success was never far away. It was just waiting for you to prove you could handle the storm. So the next time you feel like quitting, pause for a second and laugh. Seriously, laugh at your brain for trying to sell you such a cheap excuse. Tell yourself, nice try, but I didn't come this far just to stop here. Because the truth is, you don't need to be the smartest, the richest, or the strongest. You just need to be the one who refuses to quit when everyone else does. That's what makes nobody into somebody. And trust me, if nobody like me can keep going, so can you. And hey, if you made it all the way through this video, that already proves you don't quit easy. So keep that same energy in your life. Push through the hard moments, because the reward is always worth it. If this hit you today, share it with someone who's on the edge of giving up. You never know. Your share might save their dream. And if you're new here, Hit that subscribe button, join the Nobody Mindset family, and let's keep proving the world wrong together. Because remember, when you feel like quitting, it just means you're closer than you think.